it's Mike with Horsepower RX here in Daytona Beach, Florida. So it's been a while since I made a video here for the YouTube. Probably have 1,000 of these things sitting in my archives that I have not posted, haven't done anything with. Been pretty busy here at the shop, which I've been fortunate with. I am considering doing, maybe some spreads on some of the shop's projects as we have going along. Like this 54 Chevy's been with us for a little bit. Unfortunately, it's needed to do, we've pretty much had to redo everything on the truck, and we're still going through it. We're making pretty good headway now. So far, the count is 312 unnecessary wires that we have removed, from accessory kits, painless wiring harness kits, and other stuff, and then things that are crisscrossed and whatever else. So that's a whole different nightmare for a different day. So basically, what I'm trying to do here is make a commitment to my channel for doing a vlog series on my car. So here it is, Sunday night. It is 10 o'clock, and I've been here since 8, so we'll call it a 14-hour day so far. Not on my own stuff. So I've been here trying to catch up on customer projects. I have another C6 here that we've been doing an ANA ultimate drive kit on it, getting rid of all the Pro Charger stuff that was on there. There's a lot of issues when it comes to the Pro Charger brackets failing, and then they'll have updated designs. ANA is the best way to go when you're doing a Century setup on a C6. I will argue that to the grave. So trying to get through that one, and always a little booby trap along the way. So the Gates green belt on there is squealing. We have to do another belt. So we ordered another one, be here in a couple of days. Not locally available for the size that we need, which sucks. Otherwise, probably would have had it done, tonight. However, back to my car. So I'm going to be doing a vlog series on the Corvette. I'm going to try to do a video every week. So people that have been following me on other social media platforms have seen probably the 7 or 8 different stages that my car has been through. Bought it stock, then it had a STS rear mount twin turbo kit on it. When the other owner had it, then that was taken off. I ended up getting that kit from him when I bought the car. We did a cam package on it. It had a cam in it when I got it. I had to redo it. The heads weren't addressed when I bought it. It was smoking a little bit, it had some valve guide seal issues, so I ended up replacing the seals and doing a head package on it. So it was a head cam combo, stainless works exhaust, Cook's headers, and the car made 535 wheel at the time. Then it was, heads cam nitrous, and then just heads cam setup again. Then I took the LS7 out and did a 408 stroker with a YSI billet. Took that off, then did the same 408 stroker with a twin turbo kit that I had in the fog lights, which I'll show you kind of like the holes later. The car's been through so much. It's not a beauty queen anymore, but still pretty. So now after making over 1,000 wheel horsepower and having all 1,000 wheel horsepower problems in the Corvette, it became not fun. The engine was always great. It was always the driveline and other things around it that kept failing, breaking. Be 4, 5, 8 grand at a pop. It's just got to pay to play, right? So it got a little annoying. I started racing my Ram, which is on the channel, which some of you have followed me from because of the Ram, and so maybe don't have a lot of the history of the Corvette. So I'll get into it. Now it's a 410 stroker. I figured basically what I wanted to do was make the car a road race setup, to where I could go to, I live here in Florida, so we have Sebring, we have Daytona, right here we have the Firm. So there's a bunch of tracks around here in Florida. Then we have the tracks that are there in Georgia, and really not a bunch, it's really not going to take a lot longer to get, 7-8 hours to a few of the other good tracks. So I really want to gear the car towards road racing. I have a lot to lose now, so I don't really do a whole lot on the street, so to speak. The Ram is ultimately going to be, the straight line vehicle, which is maybe weird to say to some. I'll do a separate video on the Ram here soon because not a lot of you know what the direction that thing is going, but it will not have a Hemi engine in it. So stay tuned for that video update. So I did a 410 stroker on here. It's 13.8 to 1 compression. Currently has factory casting LS3 heads that have been hand ported pretty heavy, but they've never been on a flow bench, so I don't really know what they're doing. I've got a BTR stroker cam in there. It's got a BTR Trinity intake, Cook's long tubes, custom exhaust that I fabricated to side exit the bumper on the rear. However, now, well, then I did put a blower on it because I've decided 600 wheel was slow and it was hard to drive the car with half the power that it used to make. So then I put a blower on it and I just got in my head all the time. I didn't finish it. I had it running, but I just didn't tune it. So with that being said, I took it off. I sold it to a guy here local, turned it to a customer. We're going to be installing it later this month on his car. So I guess it's kind of cool to be able to have fun with that kit still, you know, when we go to tune it. The car is back to being NA. I'm going to make a new intake for it. I do have some updates, so I'm going to show you kind of what I've got so far. So this is the car right now in all of its glory. I did get a new wiper cowl piece from when I had the high ram combo, which makes me so much happier now that I'm not embarrassed to pop the hood. So I don't have an intake on here currently, obviously. The bumper's been heavily modified. I have a front splitter for it that's custom that not a lot of people have seen, but it comes pretty far out. So I'm gonna be doing a lot of time trials with this car. I'm not gonna be racing competitively with it. I'm honestly still kind of a broke boy, but it's gonna be fun. So this is how it sits right now. 13.8 to 1 compression, factory casting heads, BTR Trinity intake. So this is what I have got for the car. So this is not 100% of everything. There's a lot of stuff that still has not been shipped that I ordered a long time ago. So these are the BTR canted valve heads. They're brand new. They just came out this year, so there's not many people running them yet. I'm excited to run them to see what kind of power I can make with the car and how it's going to transform it NA. Ignition, fuel and ignition, I preach to everybody, is super important. So the coils have been on the car for a while. I've got probably one or two that are mismatched that from when I was in a pinch and they broke. So I bought all new AC Delco coils. I've got 2 Mishimoto oil coolers. I'm gonna make one for the trans and the diff, and then I have this one here that's going to be for the power steering. I did opt to go ahead and do the GZ Motorsports vacuum pump setup. That is supposed to free up some horsepower and, you know, help keep the ring sealed, help keep the on a high compression engine, keep crankcase pressure low, near non-existent, so I'm not blowing out seals. I did buy a Hans device. I highly believe in safety. Hans device, when I used to race oval circle track and I had a few accidents, the Hans definitely saved my life from me definitely paralyzing myself. So I got some 5-point harnesses. We are going to be doing stainless. So right now the ABS is deleted, which I'm going to end up doing a Delta ABS setup on the car. For the meantime, I'm going to rock with no ABS. Driven on a track plenty of times with no ABS. Just have to obviously work around it. Won't be as fast, I will say that. So those are stainless brake lines to replace the factory rubber hoses that are going to the calipers. I've got the yellow stuff, EBC brake pads for the front and the rear. I've got DBA rotors for the front and rear. This is Professional Awesome Racing. This is their splitter rod kit. So these are made so you can take some impact and you don't bend everything else around like on your splitter. I've got the titanium pucks, so it'll make, you know, the cool sparks when it bottoms out around some turns. I did opt for a Willwood adjustable proportioning valve that I can mount in the car. So it's got a 6-position lever, which will change the brake bias, and I'll be able to change that on the fly, which I think is going to be pretty helpful, definitely depending on certain tracks. I went ahead and got the AFE adjustable sway bar end links for the front and rear. This kit here is from my buddy Kyle over at BMR. So I haven't really unboxed everything, but this is the bump steer kit for the front, and then it's Delrin bushings for all the control arms, upper and lower, front and rear, also from BMR. So the car should handle very, very well. It'll be probably the best that it's ever been. So far, I did put brand new silvers, coilovers on it right now. I changed it up. Again, these are Apex forged 18 by 13 rear, 18 by 11 front. I have a set of forged SARs for the street. They're 19s, but they're not obviously on right now. And so I bought a set of racing seats. Those are the rails for them. So I have a lot here. So what I'm currently waiting on still is I bought a back half roll cage from Walker Pro Motorsports, and it is going to, obviously it's just a back half cage, so it's like SCCA legal, but obviously I need it for the harness bars, or I need the harness bars for the harnesses I'm putting in. I still have the factory seats in here right now. The interior is a mess. So I have a brand new center console in the back that I bought. I just need to put it in because I had a friend wrap this and it kind of came out like crap. And that piece down there is broken. The interior is a mess and is apart right now. Those two gauges, one is for wideband and then the other one is for my fuel pressure. So I'm just redoing all the wiring to those to clean it up and make it, you know, how I want, make it reliable. So as of now, I mean, this is a pretty good update on the car and where I stand currently. I am waiting for an ultra chiller suit. I did get an ultra chiller suit with a 64-ounce canister that I can mount to the cage. I did get obviously the chill shirt. I got the whip for a drink, so if I want to get a drink while I'm driving. Yeah, nice ice cold refreshing one. For those of you that don't live in Florida, it's great here, but it's hot, and it's hot year round. We get like a month and a half of cool weather, and then the other, you know, 10, 9.5 months, whatever, it's hot. It goes from hot to hotter. And everybody's like, oh, just turn the AC on while you're racing on the track. Well, obviously you don't know how AC compressors work. It's not how it goes. So this is where I'm at currently, and be looking for updates because I'm going to be trying to get to this here soon. It's long overdue. It's been hanging out for a minute, and I have been busy with other customer cars, so I've been putting everybody else's stuff in front of mine, as it should, but I'm going to be taking control of my free time and making it happen. So look out for the next one.